It's Storytime Tea. That's me. And today I'm here to tell you a story about how I am not a superhero. Okay? I'm just telling y'all this now. So, set the scene. I'm about a cool 7 or 8, right? And back then, I believed that I was invincible. I don't know who told me this, but I just thought that I was a mutant. Actually, I do know who told me. It was my dad. I thought I was a mutant, right? That's what my dad told me, right? And I thought that mutants had superhuman powers and like I couldn't possibly like get hurt just, living my life. And mind you, this is not even the first time that I got hurt, but I just felt like I was a super healer and pain didn't affect me for real. Pain didn't affect me. I just was immune to pain and I would be cool. Like no matter what, I'd be out, right? Thinking I'm a cat, I got 9 lives. Thinking that, I'll always land on my feet type beat. Like, I don't know why, but this was me. So, I'm like 7 or 8. And it's summertime, right? And being as though it's summertime, back in 2006, everybody always outside. Everybody's always outside. And at this current point in time, it was like around my little brother's birthday, my niece's birthday and everything. So, all my family's at my house. So all the kids. So it's me, all my cousins, my brothers and sisters, everything like that. Of course we're going to play tag, right? How could you not play tag? And I'm always trying to do stuff with my big brother. So my big brother, 7 years older than me. It's a gap either way, up and down. I'm like, I have no siblings that's near me. So it's a 7-year gap. Obviously, if I'm a cool 8, I'm fairly short, like 4'4" or something. Like I'm fairly short. And my brother was tall his entire life. I never seen any pictures of him not being lanky. So at this current point in time, he probably was a cool, let me say 5'10". so he was tall, yo. He was tall at that point in time. He was still really young, so he wasn't max height, but he was tall. So the height difference between us was a lot. I'm about half his size for real. And I'm thinking like he do something, I can do it, right? Why would I not be able to do it? Like, I'm a mutant. I'm superhuman. Like, I can do anything. If he can do it, I can do it too. Like, what you mean? And every single time he did anything, I was always trying to go with him. He goes to the store, I'm trying to go. He go to his friend's house, I'm trying to go. He going to skate, I'm trying to go. All his extracurricular activities, I'm like, I'm there. I really was a teeny him for real. And he was my favorite. I was always trying to do something with him. So he's like, we're going to play tag. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. I'm on your team or whatever, even though it's not teams. Like, wherever you go at, I'm going to go to and I'm going to keep up. How, yo? How was I going to do that? I don't know. So, we go all back. All my cousins and stuff is out there. And it's still daylight out, kind of. And everybody, he was just like, all right, this person is it, The house is base, whatever. Giving out all the rules, everything like that. I'm like, all right. And then the person started counting. So obviously, he ran. Everybody was going through the fence, right? Everybody was just opening the gate and running out. That's not what my brother did. That's not what my brother did. My brother was tall. So he figured it would be faster to skip the crowded spot where everybody's trying to get through and to just hop over the gate, right? And he did it very smoothly. Very clean. He just, boop, right over top because he was tall. Of course he did it. I think I'm him. I think that I'm him clearly. So I go to jump over the gate. Mind you, it was back in the day. So the backyard is not the cleanest backyard for real. It's not the most put together backyard for real. So as soon as I hopped down, because I made it. I cleared it. As soon as I hopped down, my leg went straight into a uncut, unfinished, like, tree trunk. Y'all know how, like, y'all got the tree trunk and it got the little coming out of it? Like, little teeny little branches coming out of it? Yeah, one of them branches went straight into my leg. And it was not a thin branch. It wasn't like the thickness of my finger. It was not the thickness of my finger. It was a thick branch, like a cool inch. And then it was long. Like it had the width was crazy. And it was long, bro. and it went straight into my leg. I just hopped directly down onto it. So I act like nothing was wrong, and I just hopped off of it. I just hopped off the branch and kept running. So like I seen where my brother went because I was literally watching him the whole time. That's the reason why I didn't even see what was on the other side of the fence, because I wasn't worried about that. I was just like, I gotta make sure I catch up to him. So I keep on running in his direction. I get over to him, bleeding out. Bleeding out, acting like everything was cool. Like the branch almost went all the way through my leg, to be honest. It was crazy. But I didn't care. It didn't matter to me. I'm superhuman. Like, what you mean? So I went all the way over there. We hiding or whatever. We looking around like, oh, he going that way, let's go this way or whatever. Nobody noticed me bleeding out. Nobody notices. So I just keep on running and acting like everything good. And I did not care because I'm just like, they ain't about to catch me. I'm not worried be it. Then my brother finally looked at me. He like, oh my God. And so then everybody like, and I'm looking like, wait, what's going on? So stupid, like he not saying that because of me. And then he was like, your leg is bleeding. So then he picked me up and run me back over to the house. And I'm mad because I'm just like, I wanted to play. I wanted to play and I wanted to win. And this is not how you win. I was like, now I'm disqualified. I wasn't even worried about what I was supposed to be worried about. I'm really just like, whole tree branch on my leg, just not caring. So once we got back to the house, my mother was like, my baby. So dramatic, y'all. So dramatic. And then guess who couldn't play no more? Me. So like at this point, the tree branch out of my leg, my mother's trying to like put a little disinfectant and everything on my leg, antibiotics, whatever it is. I don't even know, y'all. She putting the stuff on my leg and it's like foaming up. Yo, it was so trifling. And then like the mark on my leg was like really big. It was like that big for real. And it was a hole. You could see my meat. You could see my meat, yo. You could see the white meat. It was terrible. And I really was acting like nothing was wrong. To be honest, I was too hyped up on adrenaline from the running that I didn't really feel it. Not gonna lie to you. So I was just like, yeah, like you patch me up, I can go back outside and play. And she just like, you're not going nowhere. You actually not going nowhere. And you should have came in here as soon as you was messed up. As soon as this happened to you, why didn't you come inside? I'm like, well, it didn't hurt, so I thought it was cool. Yo, she was so mad. She was so mad. She was like, you really need to go to the hospital. And I'm just like, bro, I don't need to go to the hospital. It's going to heal up on its own. I stay in the house. Dang. So like, I never used to go to the hospital. But yeah, I ended up not going to the hospital. But it took forever to try to close up. Faster than it should have took to close up, to be honest. But to me, it took forever. Like, I couldn't play or nothing for like 2 weeks. And I was mad. But like, it needed to close up. And it wasn't going to close up if I kept on doing stuff to make it open back up. And so she kept on treating it whatever every day. And like, it didn't get infected or nothing. And so it was fine. But like, I wasn't worried about that. I was mad that I had to stop playing. And then I was mad that for the rest of those little 2 weeks that I had to just sit there. And so I just got my little leg up and everything. Just sitting. And everybody else sat like, ah! And I'm just sitting there in the house with the adults. It was dookie. Like, it was strange. I was so upset. But that was the day when I realized that I actually was not a superhuman. Like, it wasn't real. Like, I was not a mutant. And the wound wasn't going to close up as soon as I got it. It needed time. That's when I figured it out. I was like, it needed time. So, like, I don't think I really am a mutant. I ain't got the superhuman abilities that I thought that I had. Like, I'm not Wolverine, apparently. Didn't know that. Didn't know I wasn't Wolverine. But, yeah, that's what happened. So, I was upset. And to this day, I still got that mark on my leg. It's definitely not as big as it used to be. But the mark is still there. It's starting to blend in. I mean, it started to blend in with my skin. So, it's kind of like not as noticeable. But at the same time, it's there. And you can tell it's there. And it's right on my little calf, like on the side. But, y'all, I had fun that day. And I wish I could have continued to have fun. But it is what it is. So, there's no moral of the story. I just wanted to tell you all that. It was just a random memory that I had. I was just putting lotion on and I was just like, dang, this scar is still there. I'm gonna have a scar for the rest of my life just because I wanted to be hopping gates. Like, who did I think I was? So, yeah. For me, story time Tish. The tea is over.